Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Derrick Henry, you may remember last year against Houston in the season finale, 211 yards rushing, one of only two 200-yard games in the NFL last year. And not only that, but that game won him the rushing title because Nick Chubb was the leader, but he struggled in the final week against the Bengals, and then up from behind came Henry. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 52 yards. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his fourth year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
Had a chance to meet him while he was still at Clemson at a summer camp, partner. And this is one of the best kids you're going to meet out there. And he doesn't say a whole lot, but it's fun to watch how people respond to him. When he was a camp counselor, the kids just flocked around him like the Pied Piper, just as his teammates did while he was at Clemson.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll drop to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. It's picked up by the Titans. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Cameron Batson there to make the grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The point after try for Gostkowski. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They begin the drive with Johnson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 36, Watson And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's good.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
1st and 10.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the 50, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Tackled back in.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
The ball carrier.
Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jack Crawford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now from the shotgun, he'll throw. He finds Corey Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, You're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry when they back home, yo.
Now it's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
21-0 our score after 1.
Titans 21, Texans nothing.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
brought down.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Gostkowski for the point after.
Extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Single.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end fails.
Watson's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They toss it out right to Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Watson sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Will Compton coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Finding fouls complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, it's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll throw from the gun. They will find Davis. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Henry. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11 now. Now it's Henry. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson rolling to his right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 1st down, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
That's good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Watson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st and 10.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again is Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 26 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Touchdown, here's Fairbairn. But
Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. On first down, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Tannehill on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Complete to Corey.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is caught on the back judge right there to say incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. To the air again, Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Tannehill throwing again. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half for the veteran quarterback. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The
Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
QT on the return. The Texans take over first and 10. At their own.
And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And here's Watson on the keeper. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. That's taken in by Hansen, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go, B, let's go. Now let's get there. Line him up. 53 at the mic. Watch QB, line him up.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Watson on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first down, Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Henry. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Tannehill. That's complete, right around the 8. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
1st and goal.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And it's caught. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Tannehill. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Tannehill sacked.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On fourth down, here's Steven Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
14.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Gostkowski now converted for 3, now yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Sometimes you need a phone, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost a 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans would be happy to see that guy all year long.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
32-yard line.
Second down, Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 18-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Back now in Houston,
14.
It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will close the gap down to 14.
31. Texans 17.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Now Tannehill. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Complete to A.J. Brown.
3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24 yards.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, Pop. Mike.
Again, it's Watson. Step, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
53's the mark. 53. Check.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson eluding the pressure right. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
They'll take over first.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And the Titans getting set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And shutting him off. Now open field. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
On the carry.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And the busy night for Henry continues. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Max 50, Max 50. Here we go, D, get off the field.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Titans first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Tannehill now on the option.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage. And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Henry on the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everybody.